In Japan, a gruesome predator lured victims with dark promises of companionship. This predator, hiding behind the anonymity of the internet, preyed on the vulnerable and the desperate, exploiting their deepest fears and desires. Takahiro Shiraishi, known as the Twitter killer, was arrested in 2017 after confessing to the murder of 9 individuals. His arrest sent shockwaves through the nation, revealing the dark underbelly of social media. These victims were primarily young people, some as young as 15, whom he targeted through social media platforms. They were often struggling with personal issues, seeking solace and understanding in the digital world. Shiraishi would entice them with claims of helping them end their suffering or sharing their burdens, leading them to his apartment. He presented himself as a confidant, someone who understood their pain and offered a way out. Here he committed heinous acts before dismembering their bodies. The details of his crimes were so horrific that they left even seasoned investigators in shock. Shiraishi's criminal activities revealed alarming trends in online interactions, highlighting the urgent need for vigilance in digital spaces. The case underscored the dangers of trusting strangers online and the potential for manipulation and deceit. The digital age has connected us in unprecedented ways. We can communicate instantly with anyone across the globe, share our lives and build communities, yet it has also opened doors to new forms of darkness. The anonymity of the internet can be a double-edged sword, providing a haven for those with malicious intent. Shiraishi's case serves as a chilling reminder of the potential for evil to lurk behind seemingly innocuous online profiles. It is a stark warning that not everyone online is who they claim to be, and the consequences of misplaced trust can be devastating. The public reaction to Shiraishi's arrest was one of horror and disbelief. Many questioned how such atrocities could occur in a society that prides itself on safety and order. This case also sparked a broader conversation about mental health and the importance of providing support to those in need. It highlighted the gaps in the system that allowed vulnerable individuals to fall through the cracks. In response, there have been increased efforts to educate the public about online safety and to implement measures to protect users, especially the young and vulnerable, from online predators. The memory of Shiraishi's victims lives on, serving as a somber reminder of the need for vigilance and compassion in our increasingly digital world. Their stories urge us to be more aware, more cautious, and more supportive of those who may be struggling in silence. Takahiro Shiraishi was born in 1990. He grew up in Zama, Japan. On the surface, his early life seemed unremarkable. He was described by some as quiet and unassuming. However, beneath this veneer of normalcy, there were hints of something darker. There were reports of behavioral issues during his school years. He struggled to hold down jobs. His demeanor was often described as cold and detached. It was as if he existed on the periphery of society, a shadow already looming. Shiraishi chose Twitter as his hunting ground. He understood the power of social media. He knew it could be used to exploit the vulnerable. He specifically targeted individuals who expressed suicidal thoughts or feelings of isolation. He preyed upon their desperation. He offered them false hope. He presented himself as a sympathetic ear, a shoulder to cry on, a guide to help them escape their pain. But his intentions were far more sinister. Shiraishi was a master manipulator. He used different tactics to gain his victims' trust. Sometimes he posed as a woman. Other times he claimed to be a suicide pact participant. He would engage in lengthy conversations. He would feign empathy and understanding. He would convince his victims that he understood their pain. He would offer them a way out. He would invite them to his apartment. It was a carefully constructed web of deception, a one-way street to his lair. Section 5, The House of Horrors, Shiraishi's Methods and the Gruesome Discoveries. Shiraishi's apartment became a house of horrors. Inside, he carried out his depraved acts. The details of his crimes are too gruesome to recount in full. What is known is that he strangled and dismembered his victims. He attempted to conceal his crimes by dismembering the bodies. He stored the remains in coolers and boxes within his apartment. The smell of decay permeated the building, yet his reign of terror continued for months. Section 6. Unmasking a Monster. The investigation and Shiraishi's confession. The investigation into Shiraishi's crimes began with the disappearance of a young woman. She had been in contact with Shiraishi on Twitter. Police traced her last known location to Shiraishi's apartment. What they discovered there was horrifying. Faced with overwhelming evidence, Shiraishi confessed. He admitted to luring, killing, and dismembering 9 people. His chilling confession sent shockwaves through Japan and beyond. The world recoiled in horror. Section 7. Scars on Society, the psychological and social impact of Shiraishi's crimes. The psychological and social impact of Shiraishi's crimes was profound. The families of the victims were left devastated. They grappled with unimaginable grief and loss. Their lives were irrevocably shattered. The case also sparked widespread fear and anxiety. It highlighted the dark side of the digital age. It forced society to confront the vulnerabilities of online platforms. The case exposed the ease with which predators could exploit the anonymity of the internet. Section 8. The Price of Vulnerability, Lessons Learned, and the Need for Online Vigilance. In today's digital age, the internet has become an integral part of our lives. While it offers numerous benefits, it also poses significant risks, especially for those who are unaware of the potential dangers lurking online. The Shiraishi case serves as a stark reminder of the importance of online safety. This tragic event highlights the vulnerabilities that exist in digital spaces and the dire consequences that can arise from a lack of vigilance. The Shiraishi case serves as a stark reminder of the importance of online safety. It underscores the need for vigilance in digital spaces. We must be proactive in protecting ourselves and our loved ones from online threats. This means being aware of the potential dangers and taking steps to mitigate them. It underscores the need for vigilance in digital spaces. This includes using strong, unique passwords for different accounts, enabling two-factor authentication, and regularly updating software to protect against vulnerabilities. Additionally, we should be cautious about the information we share online and be mindful of who we interact with on social media platforms. Parents, educators, and social media platforms must work together to protect vulnerable individuals online. This collaborative effort is crucial in creating a safer online environment. Parents should have open conversations with their children about the potential dangers of the internet and teach them how to recognize and avoid risky situations. We must educate ourselves and others about the dangers of online predators. Schools and community organizations can play a vital role in this education by providing resources and training on digital safety. Workshops, seminars, and informational pamphlets can help raise awareness and equip individuals with the knowledge they need to stay safe online. We must be cautious about the information we share online. Personal details such as addresses, phone numbers, and financial information should be kept private and only shared with trusted sources. It's also important to regularly review and adjust privacy settings on social media accounts to control who can see our information. We must be aware of the warning signs of online grooming. This includes recognizing when someone is trying to build an inappropriate relationship with a minor. Warning signs can include excessive communication, asking for personal information, or attempting to isolate the individual from their friends and family. We must report any suspicious activity. If something doesn't feel right, it's important to trust our instincts and take action. Reporting suspicious behavior to the appropriate authorities can help prevent potential harm and protect others from becoming victims. By staying vigilant and informed, we can create a safer online environment for everyone. Section 9. The Digital Abyss, Navigating the Shadows of the Online World. The digital world can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it offers unprecedented access to information, entertainment, and social connections. We can communicate with loved ones across the globe, learn new skills, and even work remotely. It offers connection and community. Social media platforms allow us to share our lives, celebrate milestones, and support each other in times of need. Online forums and groups can provide a sense of belonging and understanding. Yet it can also be a breeding ground for predators like Shiraishi. These individuals exploit the anonymity of the internet to manipulate and harm others. They hide behind fake profiles and use deceitful tactics to gain trust. As we navigate this digital landscape, we must remain vigilant. It's crucial to be aware of the signs of online manipulation and to protect our personal information. We should be cautious about who we interact with and what we share. We must be mindful of the potential risks. Cyberbullying, identity theft, and online scams are just a few of the dangers that lurk in the shadows. It's important to educate ourselves and others about these threats. We must prioritize our safety and the safety of others. This includes setting strong passwords, using privacy settings, and monitoring the online activities of children and vulnerable individuals. We must remember that behind every screen, there is a real person. It's easy to forget this when we're interacting through a digital medium, but empathy and caution are key, and sometimes that person may not be who they seem. Always question the authenticity of online interactions and stay informed about the latest cybersecurity practices to protect yourself and your loved ones.